The ultimate list of the 66 weirdest animals in the world. Nature has always found a way to surprise us. Sometimes we go, "Aw," especially when we come across cute and fluffy animals, and other times we're equal parts disgusted and disturbed. Regardless of how they make us react, these weird animals have a purpose in the animal world, so they make the most of what they have. Number 1. Red-lipped batfish. Resident to the Galapagos Islands, this little guy is a mix of "look at me, I'm glamorous," and "don't you dare touch me." Number 2. Sunda Colugo. The eyes, the nose, the little round ears. This looks like a cartoon character, and we're here for all of it. For the record, you're looking at a flying lemur. Number 3. Lyrebird. Yeah, sure, this is not what you might have in mind when you're thinking about weird birds, but here's the catch. It can mimic almost every sound it hears, from chainsaws and drills. When we're talking about a lyrebird in captivity to prey animals in the wild, there's no end to what this Houdini can pull out of its hat. Number 4. Umbonia Spinosa. The little South African bug that could, aka the tree hopper or thorn bug native. You gotta hand it to him for being one odd fellow. The dorsal fin? To pierce plants in order to reach the yummy sap. The coloring? To better blend in the environment. Number 5. Glass frog. Perhaps you might have eyed this transparent Central American frog until now. It's a frequent mention on weird animals lists, and you can easily see why. Come on, what better way to study anatomy than this? Circulatory system? Check. Digestive system? Check. Number 6. Bombyx mori moth. A mix of fluff and angry looks, just like a raging fluffy doggo. It's an insect that both asks you to come in for a look and to keep your distance. Number 7. Star-nosed mole. A semi-aquatic mole from North America. Fun fact, apparently Taiga is the world's fastest eater. His diet includes anything from small earthworms and whatever insects he may find in the water to snails, crayfish, and fish. Number 8. Dumbo Octopus. Guys, he even got its name from the Disney cartoon. The fact that you could only bump into him at over 13,000 feet below the surface is a huge bummer. Also, his scientific name is even funnier than its looks, Grimpaduthus. Number 9. Blobfish. No surprise here, of course Australia had to check this guy on the list of indigenous species. It goes just perfect with its reputation of being the continent with the world's deadliest and creepiest animals. Number 10. Shoebill. An African bird that is usually referred to as the most terrifying bird in the world. Its pet names include Monster Face and even Death Pelican, #surreal. Number 11. Ghost Shark. It's like the underwater creatures are doing their best to keep people at bay. The fish itself is scary rough, but if you want to see something really scary, see how its baby looks. Number 12. Halitrephes Jelly. Appropriately named firework jellyfish, we wouldn't mind seeing one in its natural habitat. It would make for a surreal view. Number 13. Panda Ant. It may look adorable, but its sting could lead to much pain and quite possibly an allergic reaction, so take a picture and leave it be. Number 14. Pacu Fish. Yes, we have a fish with almost human teeth. It may be related to piranhas, but they're the vegetarian type. All those teeth are just for show. It survives on vegetation, insects, and random seeds that end up in the water. Number 15. Tufted Deer. From a certain angle, you would give it a second glimpse, but from the right one, you will check your prescription for sure. A deer sporting a 1-inch or 2.54 centimeter fangs is surely not a common sight. Number 6. Sea lamprey. A jawless fish that looks oakish until it opens its mouth and you're left with that horror show view. Found in the northern hemisphere, you could refer to them as vampire fish because that's what they do. They attach themselves to their prey and feed on it. Number 17. Dugong. A marine mammal that you have very few chances of meeting in real life. The dugong is vulnerable to extinction. Descended from land mammals, they're more closely related to elephants than whales. Number 8. Blue parrotfish. The fish that was blessed in the teeth department, being the proud owner of no less than 1,000 teeth. However, neither its color or number of teeth are the reason we decided to feature this blue guy. Some blue parrotfishes have the ability to create a transparent mucus cocoon every night before going to bed as a way to keep predators at bay. Number 19. Echidnas. The male echidna has a bright pink penis with 4 heads. Trust us, you have to Google it. There, we said it. The weirdness doesn't stop here. Echidnas look like it was put together by a child. Spines like a hedgehog, a pouch like a kangaroo, a beak like a bird, and claws that allow them to dig in order to take cover from predators. Number 20. Lowland streaked tenrec. Or how most of us look when we get out of bed after a long night of tossing and turning. Found in Madagascar, we have a feeling this might be a great starting point for a new fun Pokemon. Number 21. Glaucus Atlanticus. A sea slug, or how a lot of tattoos looked in the early and mid-90s. The kicker? If they eat a poisonous animal, they store the poison for their own defensive purposes. Number 22. Markhor. The national anthem of Pakistan is all shades of cool. You're looking at a wild goat with drill-like horns that could reach up to 60 inches or 160 centimeters, an inch taller than Kevin Hart. Number 23. Satanic leaf-tailed gecko. A gecko from Madagascar that looks just like its name implies, an angry leaf creature. But the danger ends here. This little guy poses no threat and he knows it. That's why he relies on having a mad scientist look. Number 24. Saiga Antelope. An antelope with a built-in air filter, so necessary in the dry open grasslands and semi-arid deserts where it resides. The males have rigid carrot-shaped horns that unfortunately are very popular with Amazon poachers. Number 25. Japanese spider crab. Here we have the stuff nightmares are made of, and it's all due to its insanely long and freakish legs that can go as high as 12 feet or 3.8 meters. Number 26. Turritopsis Nutricula. The Benjamin Button of the water world. Why so? This amazing creature can revert back to its earlier stage, sometimes even its juvenile colonial stage. An awesome party trick if you ask us. Number 27. Sea pen. It may look like your old-fashioned quill, but this is a real-life soft coral that feeds on plankton. Number 28. Pangolin. Here we have the only mammal covered in scales, top to bottom. Its name literally means one who rolls up, because that's what they do when they sense danger. They roll up like a ball. Number 29. Macropinna Microstoma. This is the kind of fish you expect to be fake news, an AI-generated image that makes the internet go wild, but rest assured, this is a real living and breathing fish. With a transparent head and weird lazy eyes, this fish resides in dark ocean waters. Number 30. Irrawaddy Dolphin. They might look like a baby beluga whale, but it has nothing in common with it. With short noises and an appetite to spit water into the air when they're socializing or fishing. Number 31. Dik-Dik. This is more than just a small and cute antelope. However, it has one kick-ass ability. It marks its territory with a black liquid secreted by the glands near its eyes. Number 32. Buff-tip moth. It may look like a birch twig, but it's a regular, simple moth. A moth that causes insane damage to the tree it lands on, ravaging the green leaves and leaving disasters behind. Number 33. Komondor Dog. Part of the world's most recognizable breeds, the Komondor is quite a standout animal with long white strands that make up its coat. Number 34. Axolotl. A tiny salamander that can easily regroup. It can regrow each limb up to 5 times. And those feather-like head accessories? The gills. Number 35. Indian purple frog. If you were to travel to India and then came face to face with this fella, would you say right away that this was a frog? It looks like a tortoise without a shell, and it could scare everyone it meets. Number 36. Bird drooping spider. Who knew that mimicking bird drooping might keep you safe from predators? It appears that this spider, found both in Australia and New Zealand, patented this defense strategy, and it seems to work well for him so far. Number 37. Great Pacu. They have excellent night vision, which explains the beady big eyes. Another notable mention is their ability to stay completely still, with eyes closed, thus totally blending in their surroundings. Number 38. Madhuca. A strange creature indeed. With warts and ridges all over its body, you might have the impression this is the outlook of a devious spell. Number 39. Gerenuk. A long-necked antelope that prefers to enjoy its dinner standing up, a sight that is quite rare in the animal world. Another fun fact, no water needed, the antelope gets all the fluids it needs from plants. Number 40. Pink Fairy Armadillo. Found only in central Argentina, this looks like an animal that's ready for battle on one side. On the other hand, you feel like a kid dressed up as pet. The color pink is due to blood vessels being very close to the shell's surface. Number 41. Leafy Seadragon. You could easily confuse this fish, yes, this is considered a fish, with plant waste floating in the water. Add the ability to change color and to sway just like plants, and you will understand why this one is a master of disguise. Number 42. Bilby. Also called rabbit-eared bandicoots, these Australian marsupials are all that and more. With long ears borrowed from rabbits, kangaroo legs, and bandicoot snouts, that is a very cuddleable animal. Number 43. Magnificent Frigate Bird. This bright red pouch is a magnet for the females of this species because yes, it has just one purpose, to attract females during mating season. Number 44. Vietnamese long-nosed snake. Rhinoceros rat snake by its original name, you will see it from northern Vietnam to southern China. Number 45. Scotoplanes. The deep-sea cucumber looks like it's constantly vacuuming or looking for stuff on the ocean's floor. Be cautious though, their near-transparent bodies will disintegrate if taken out of water. Number 46. Sarcastic Fringehead. Sarcastic eyes and oh-so-scary mouth. Used very often to keep predators at bay. It's an aggressive and fearless fish, so no joke here. Number 47. Maned wolf. Despite having wolf in its name, it's not a wolf nor a fox, like its coloring implies. A shy creature by default, it usually flees when it gets a glimpse of a human being. Number 48. Giant isopod. Going as high as 16 inches or 40 centimeters. It has 14 legs and reflective eyes, but zero aggressivity. Number 49. Gobi Jerboa. A miniature kangaroo just landed. For us, the tiny arms take it to level 1,000 on the cuteness scale. Bonus trivia, they can leap up to 3 meters. Number 50. Ai. This is one scared munchkin. A long-fingered monkey with a tail longer than its body, a very unusual look, we can all agree on that. Number 51. Nudibranches. A funky, bright-colored mollusk. Some poisonous, some just faking it, all brightly colored and weirdly shaped. Number 52. Proboscis Monkey. Endemic to Borneo. This monkey has quite a trademark nose, but what you don't see are its 9 stomachs. And get this, they're unable to eat a ripe banana. If they do so, they could die of bloat. Number 53. Goblin Shark. Cause the ocean is weird, and scary, and full of unpredictable creatures that are sure to make an impact on you. Number 54. Fossa. Closely related to the mongoose, Fossa looks and acts more like a cat. You wouldn't believe it, but you're looking at Madagascar's top predator. Number 55. Long-Wattled Umbrellabird. The male of this species has a memorable look, a strand of feathers that hang all the way over its bill, giving him quite the hairdo. Yes, this is for mating purposes only and seems to work rather well. Number 56. Atretochoana Eiselti. We all know why this animal, also known as penis snake, made its way onto this list. It looks just like its nickname, and it's quite a good swimmer considering the fact that Amazon River is its home. Number 57. Honduran White Bat. You might have seen these gold ball-sized fluffy bats around the internet somewhere, most likely squeezed together on a leaf. That's because that's how they spend most of their time, snuggled up together. Number 58. Tarsier. The only primate that has a 100% carnivorous diet. This tarsier will eat anything from the smallest of the smalls like insects, going up to lizards and even snakes. Those bug eyes make it impossible to rotate them, so tarsiers have to move their heads just like owls do. Number 59. Gharial. An off-snout that gets the job done for this fish-eating crocodile. He might look like a deadly predator, but when it comes to humans, he usually avoids any kind of contact. Number 60. Mantis Shrimp. A googly-eye shrimp that sees the world as psychedelic as its coloring, all due to its 12 photoreceptors found in each eye. We only have 3, so scientists find it hard to pinpoint how these guys actually see the world. Number 61. Naked Mole Rat. A rather weird fellow with an even weirder pet name, Sand Puppy. They can barely see, they can barely hear, but somehow they thrive on the African continent. Number 62. Patagonian Mara. A rabbit-like animal from Argentina that you could swear is a deer. It can walk like both animals, jumping like a rabbit, or on all fours like a deer. This little guy also reminds us of a cute capybara. Number 63. Yeti Crab. Nature seems to be quite fond of putting fur and fluff on animals you might not expect to have fur and fluff, like this crab. Discovered only in 2005, he makes us wonder what other undiscovered weird creatures lie beneath the ocean's surface. Number 64. Cantor's giant soft-shell turtle. Rarely spotted in the wilderness of Southeast Asia due to its fondness of spending the days buried in the sand, this turtle is a grim future, being almost on the brink of extinction. Number 65. Flying fish. No, they don't go high up in the sky. Their torpedo-like body allows them to have a massive speed while under the water, more than 35 miles or 56 kilometers at times, which allows them to glide above water for up to 650 feet or 200 meters. Number 66. Orchid Mantis. We know this looks like it came straight from a child's imagination, but it's a real thing, trust us. Referred to as looking like an orchid, there's very little evidence pointing in that direction since there's very few orchid mantis out there.